We're 2/3, 1/3 subscription and consumer revenue in print, 1/3 print advertising, and we're rapidly moving to the same or higher on digital side. And our thesis is that we should think of ourselves as a subscription-first business. We think advertising, or to be more precise, kind of marketing solutions and marketing alliances are going to provide valuable sources of revenue. We even think there'll be some digital display advertising in the future, but we are massively focused on building our digital subscription business. And the other basic point I'd say is, and we take, I think, a more pessimistic view than anyone we've heard speaking so far. My strategy, our strategy for the New York Times, is intended to create a successful, profitable business, assuming that print revenue declines to zero. In other words, that print, I mean, it's possible there will be a plateau, there'll be some moderation in the decline rates of lines like print advertising. But I don't want to plan a business praying for a moderation. I think it's perfectly likely that print will disappear altogether. So our plan is to fully focus on digital and to principally focus on that in building an ever bigger group of deeply engaged users, principally using smartphones in America and around the world. If I can make one final point, there's a kind of idiocy in the idea of a journalism business side split, except in the narrow issue of segregating ad sales from reporting. And we think one of the problems that many publishers have got is separating the way they think about different parts of strategy. So we've tried to, absolutely with Dean Baquet and other colleagues from the newsroom, come up with a single strategy, which is audience, who we're trying to reach, journalism, what kind of great journalism do we want to make for them, digital product design and user experience, and monetization, with the main focus on subscription. And the key thing is, I want to say, I think once you've got an effective digital consumer marketing operation going, the key issue is not in the monetization piece, it's in the capture and engagement piece. It's the way in which you reach out to and build your audiences is where success or failure lies. Google and Facebook and the other big digital platforms are saying they want to help us. They're saying they want to help us. So I would say this is a window, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, but right now, what do we need? Can we come to believe that they mean it when they say they want to help us? And I would include other digital platforms as well. What conditions would we set? What would success look like? And what would naivety and foolishness look like? So I think as an industry, we're at a moment where we have some very big choices to make about our relationship with the biggest digital players in the world. So I hope one of the things we'll do coming out from this conference is come out with slightly clearer ideas about what that might consist of.
Of how the industry should work with the tech
This
guys.
is ultimately about how we get out to our audiences without losing our knowledge of those audiences and our ability to work with those audiences to create successful businesses which keep the great journalism going.
Thank you.